First of all, I'd like to thank KPMG for inviting me here. It's, I can see a very distinguished and esteemed audience. And I'm sure most of you know more about cybersecurity and cybercrime than me. I'll just throw some light on how law enforcement in India or in Gurgaon, how we look at cybercrime, what are our challenges, and how do we try to help you. For me, in Gurgaon, the biggest priority is theft, vehicle theft, snatching. Cybercrime is low on priority because any case of physical violence is more sensitive. It's reported widely in the media, and if it's a violent incident, the social media takes over, and the government agencies immediately, become answerable to what's happening. Whereas in the cybercrime, somebody sitting a million miles away will slowly take out, maybe $1 million or maybe $10,000 from somebody's account, put it into his account in whatsoever manner, and there'll be no hue and cry. Only thing is, when that poor man knows this has happened, he'll come to us and then we'll try to. So although, the damage here could be much, much larger, but it's because of these practical realities that I feel that cybercrime is not a very high priority area for most of the law enforcement agencies in the world. I have attended several conferences in India and abroad, and I have shared thoughts with police officers across the world. Let me tell you, the problems of policing in London, in New York, in Delhi, in Gurgaon are same. The resource level may be different, but the problems we feel the same, the feelings with which we, enforce the law are same and similar. London police may have a much better equipped cybercrime division, but then they have problems which are, far more, tricky or more technical than what we face here in India. So, but then, having said that, we don't leave, the victims of cybercrime at their own mercy. Unfortunately, Haryana till date does not have a cybercrime police station. And let me assure you, it's going to come up in Gurgaon very soon. Chief Minister has already announced. 6 years back, there was I don't remember the name, there was a British company, not maybe 6, it's about 9 or 10 years back, 2006 or 7. There was a British company dealing with the health data, and their data was stolen from a BPO in Gurgaon. And there was a huge, thing in the media. And then, the government, thought about it, and they, put together some of us, and we created a proposal to set up a cybercrime police station and this and that. And 10 years down the line, that paper is still, somewhere. But we have developed expertise within the law enforcement which deals with cybercrime. And our boys, although they have not come from a technical background, but they have seen so much of experience that, just now a gentleman was asking me, how good is our cybercrime unit? So I said I don't know how good it is, but there's no case we can't crack. That's also because we have a huge resource potential in Gurgaon. So if we are not able to, find something, we always have a resource at hand who's ready to help. Someone from amongst you who's ready to help us and detect the crime. So once we detect the crime, it's easy for us to kind of put it into a legal shape and produce it before the court of law. The bigger problem I see in law enforcement is the education of judicial officers. So ultimately, whatever we create, whatever we put up before the court of law, the judicial officer concerned also has to understand. If he doesn't understand, it's difficult to get convictions. So we are also working on those lines, and also we keep on holding a lot of training programs even for judicial officers, because that is also in our interest. So that's a kind of an overview of how we as law enforcers look at cybercrime, where does it lie in our priority, and why it lies there. But let me tell you, there's no need to worry. In the last about 1 year and 4 months in which I've been here, we have seen several serious cases. And one good thing is that, earlier I used to feel that not many corporates are coming forward to report cybercrimes. But I think that trend is changing. I've seen 5 or 6 big cases in which big companies were involved, and it was more or less an internal fraud, mixed with some people on the outside. And I'm sure it would have, the business name would have taken a hit, or, there would have been some loss of image. But they came forward and we could detect them, and I think they would be a happier lot today, because at least it's a kind of in future they are taken care of. So with those words, thank you so much.